talking to a camera is kind of scary. God, you need to look cute. She looks so sad. Maybe don't show your boobs. Like, can you like lay down in a way that's not revealing? Okay, fine. Lay down. Lay down, sweet girl. Look comfortable. Take two. You could see my house in my reflection of my glasses. Someone's gonna dox me. You can come here. This is perfect. Right there is good. Just stay there for the next 2 hours, okay? You did not have to just burp in that face. I don't know if I'm gonna include any of this. Hi, my name is Lucina, and I don't know how you made it to this corner of the internet, but we're glad that you're here. So I make videos about whatever I feel like. Lately, it's been about food, drawing, mental health, and I'm hoping that this video will be a little bit of everything. I've had this idea bouncing around in my head for a while now. Maybe I should like close the windows. Maybe it's too much light. And I kind of mentioned it in my first video about the desk tour, but I'll try to link that here if I figure out how to do that. This is by no means an exhaustive list of all the planners that I've used, but it's mainly just planners and notebooks that I've doodled in throughout the years. I'm kind of disappointed because I thought that I found a way to make myself picture in picture, and I really wanted to do that so that my dog can be in the whole video, but she's not cooperating, neither is my phone or the multiple phones that I would have to use for that. So let's just get started. Something more like this where you could actually see me and at the same time see what I'm looking at. This might work. Like no, never mind, scratch that. Before I start this video, you know what I have to do. I have a feeling this is gonna take forever to edit. I'm gonna have AI help me do this. This is a memo book. Let me look at the date really quick before I spoil anything. I want to say that this one was closer to 2016, so we're actually going to start with this one here. This is how I would organize my life at the time. I had a few different sections here, stuff I need to do. In the future, this will probably be used for extra paper and more to-do lists and stuff, and mostly just super cool stuff that you wouldn't understand. I don't even understand that now, but we'll see. Yeah, this is words you're too afraid to say. And it was just poetry. These are stress scribbles, which might be fun to look through, just doodling. And these are notes and stuff, super serious stuff. So these were like notes that I would use in class. So this is just me planning out my week, I guess, different things I had to do for homework. I don't know if this was for the ukulele or the guitar. Song lyrics, doodles, jellyfish skies, and a girl like she's standing in like a field of trees. These are some more doodles based off a song, a to-do list, and a doodle based off a stamp I have. So you can see that I used this notebook for to-do list, for planning out my days, writing lyrics, random lyrics. So this continues to be used for like planning out my life while also like planning out how I want the house to be reorganized. This is for my sister. I could tell that this is not my handwriting here. I don't know what it means. This is a cute doodle of all the cats that I had at the time. So this would have been when I was like 15. Oh, or actually no, this was 2015. So I was 16 and I had just started college classes. And I also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cats indoors at that time. And I'm wondering if I could like point out who's who here. That's Spooky Jim on my shoulders because he would actually like jump on my shoulders. That's Bagheera. He's still with us today. And that looks like Buttons, Mooch, Mama Cat, Prince Ali, Jackie Bell, Chiona, and Gypsy. All very cute cats. Okay, this is another space where I would just plan out my outfits, I think. I'm not sure what this is. So as I'm going through this section, it's a lot of like mixture of to-do list, social media stuff, guitar things. This is the stuff that you wouldn't understand. Let's see. It's mainly just songs, like song lyrics, scribbles, like a lot of scribbles. This poetry section is actually really small, but I would kind of like color code it, and it's just really cringy 16-year-old poetry. So this is where the idea of Weema came from, I believe. I was practicing writing my name in cursive and I was like, my goodness, it looks like Weema. As you can see, I became obsessed. More random doodles, cat butt, random doodles. This is for a baby shower. I was planning baby showers like opposite. This is all baby shower games on this page. Another baby shower game, and then different hairstyles of mine, I guess. Eyebrows. This was based off of, I don't know. Okay, I don't know who wrote this. It looks kind of like my little brother. It says A equals fart times mass times 2 plus 3 divided by 7 equals 8. Happiness equals heart equals heartbreak. I had designed my wedding dress. I did not want like a traditional veil. Apparently I wanted to updo. Still like a sleeveless cut, but like with lacy sleeves on top. Apparently I'm a ballerina. And I thought it would be really pretty if like I had gloves that like attached to my ring finger and then pearls crisscross. Actually, my wedding dress looked nothing like this. And then I was designing lace here. Supposedly this section was for school stuff. This was for my guitar class. I don't know if there's anything else interesting in here. But yeah, this was kind of just my everything planner. My to-do list, my personal notes, my school notes, everything. But apparently I learned nothing. So that was in 2015. And then this would have carried on through 2015 through 2016. So this is a picture that I drew. Rain falling down through these mountains and some girl picking it up. And then a spider and a snail saying that the key to the universe is this number. So there was this like equation at the time that like, I don't remember exactly how it went. If someone knows, please tell me. It was like if you add certain numbers forward and backwards, you get like the same number forward and backwards, but there's a number that doesn't work for. What if everything you ever know to be true just blew up in front of you? And that's exactly what happened to me. So I used this notebook again as like to-do list. I'd refer back to it when I'd remember something. My grandparents like password used to be super complicated, so I was trying to think of like a way to remember it. This was like a anniversary gift I was making for my parents. It'd be like our fingerprints all together, and it'd be my mom and dad's, and then my siblings' fingerprints, like in a little plus sign and equals. And it was supposed to be really cute. But yeah, look, this is like dated 11/27/15. But I know not all of this is from 2015, but maybe like the end of 2015. So yeah, this was mainly like to-do lists, but I just think it's interesting because I remember taking this to the hospital with me, because you could tell that I wrote in pencil a lot here, but in this pen, I don't know what any of this means, but this is when I was like having my psychosis. Something about the secret garden. This is like some of the stuff that I brought to the hospital with me, I think. Like my Milkweed book by Jerry Spinelli, I think. Probably Secret Garden book. I had like a earth stress ball. I don't know what the rest of this means. Look, this is just like complete gibberish. But I think it's interesting that like the back of this became that. So this would have been, well, I wrote quotes in the back of here at the end of 2015. This would have been the end of 2016. This was my bullet journal. We'll see what dates it goes into, but it was my first one. The first couple pages are very personal, but this is the index. So the first couple pages like were reminders for myself, like when I'm feeling down, positive thoughts. And then I just used it to plan out my days, make to-do lists, lyrics of songs that I made, and then captions like lyrics of songs other people made, my goals, my study routine, daily routine, habits, a lot of notes, even my expenses and bills, pen test, sleep log. So I just thought it would be interesting to like go through this. And then I thought there was like a way that there might have been a way that I like marked the quotes that I actually liked, because there's like quotes on every page. So this is where I made like my shopping list and things I need to do when I got to the library, I guess. These were to-do lists, like things that don't have a set date. So this was really cute because this ended up being like my morning and night routine, and it's very similar to what my morning and night routine is today. This is my habits tracker. I think this is funny because this is my grandparents' Wi-Fi password, and then a postcard from my aunt, and then reminders that experience is not always the best teacher, but then also reminders of like things that I had to do, I think. So this is how I would use the bullet journal. I'd write like the date, what I had to do, what I ate that day, and then like a cute quote or like drawing of something. I also like drew little doodles at the for all the little pages, but you could kind of see here I drew like shoes on a wire, asking myself, am I making a good trade-off? Here are some expenses. This was summer 2016 sleep log, which is interesting because like maybe once or twice here I fell asleep before 12 a.m. That was just kind of a regular occurrence in my life. Time doesn't have feelings or emotions. It's gonna move on, and so should you. I don't know who needed to hear that, but I didn't. This is where I would write some more quotes from like my siblings, I think. This is something my sister said at 12 a.m. My life is at 39%. How dare you? And other funny things. Here are some more like kind of weekly spreads from Wednesday to Sunday. And I would spend more time making the to-do list than actually doing things on my list. But what it looks like is I pretty much did a lot of the things on my list, and even more so. And then I'd write what I ate. A lot of mini marshmallows. This is my Young Cash Money swag section where I would write down exactly where my monies were going. Another spread, very pretty. This is a stamp actually. This is a somewhat self-portrait. This is an alpaca, but a rainbow one. You just can't tell because he doesn't have colors. In June, not a lot of doodles, but very cute little banners. This would have been still in June. The little doodles on the corners, I'm kind of ignoring them, but they're very cute. So this would have been like right before my psychosis, and I just think it's interesting because it's like a lot going on. I don't know if you could tell, like this one's a lot more together. I guess not really, but this one looks just more scattered to me. If you did what you've always done, then you'll get what you have always got. I could not sleep. So this would have been the end of June, which is when I really could not sleep. But you could just tell that a lot was going on in my brain during that time. I didn't want to forget anything, so I was writing down everything. And then I did go on a vacation, and during that time I had a separate notebook, and I kind of wish I had that one now because you just see how many things that I packed in a to-do list. So if we skip ahead a whole bunch of notes, what you see here is some drawings of mine. I think I was trying to explain to someone how I was feeling at the time, but obviously it wasn't making any sense. This is interesting because this was like the medication that I ended up being put on when I was released from the hospital the first time. And it's kind of sad because you kind of see me try to start over in August already, because I would have been in the hospital for the first few weeks of August, and I was trying to like go to college at the time. This is tips for how to stop procrastinating. Apparently I never finished planning my Thursday because like a week after being released from the hospital at the end of, when would this happen? The end of August. I was sent back to the hospital at the beginning of September. So that's where this notebook stops. And I did take a second to like go through all these quotes years later. We could appreciate the doodles another time. Here were some more like notes and things from that crazy time in my life, and a sticker I used to have on the back of my phone. And this is obviously falling apart, just like my life did. So this would be like September 2016 is where this left off. This is where I would draw more, I think. In 2016. I don't know what any of this means. I don't know when I made this. I think these are like more to-do list and things. These are like classes that I wanted to take at the time. Yeah, so this would have been like August 2016, I think. It's just kind of weird that like goes from January to August. Did I rip out all those pages? I don't know. Again, I was writing down like things that I was eating. Lots of sugar, bananas, granola bars, wheat spaghetti. Maybe this planner's just broken. These are some daily doodles from like whatever I saw that day. Some more daily doodles. Looks like a tree I saw that day. My grandmother's dentures. What does this say? It's something like, I thought today was Monday. This is what I get for not looking at my calendar for 2 days. So I guess I would go back in here and just like draw what I was seeing or feeling or doing. And just like a whole bunch of like little things from throughout my day. Some more daily doodles. More daily doodles. Daily doodles for days. And this is where things kind of get weird. Wonder if this was like really in May of 2016 when the flowers were blooming. This looks like Hello Kitty Uno, but I don't really remember any of this except this is what my shoe looked like. So yeah, there's nothing for June, there's nothing for July, which is when I was like really losing touch with reality. August would have been the time that I was in the hospital. September in the hospital again. I guess that's where this one just drops off. There's nothing else in here. That's it for 2016. These are both 2018. This is 2017. This is what I was looking for. So in 2016 were the dark times. I guess I didn't start actually using this in July probably, which is interesting. So I actually started keto in July, the beginning of July of 2017. So I think it's just interesting to see how my drawing journals and my planning picked up again after I started keto. And I'm hoping that we kind of see that progression again, because we go from, like you saw in these ones, the end of 2016, beginning of 2017 would have been just blank. And this is where I started to like express myself again. But these are like, I guess I just reserved this page just for quotes. Here's again that quote about time not having feelings. If you get tired, you must learn to rest, not quit. Life has taught us that love does not consist in gazing at each other, but in looking at each other, looking outward together in the same direction. That's my favorite quote. When you hit rock bottom, every movement is a self-improvement. So again, just using these first couple pages for to-do list, it looks like. Planning my outfits, planning some more outfits and things to do, some more quotes by my sister. Trying to find where this actually starts. And I just use a little box to just kind of write down what was going on in my life. So I guess this did start in September then. This is me trying to figure out my job path in life. What I think the world needs is to be conscious of their spiritual need. What I can get paid for is going to school. What I'm good at, teaching, math, multitasking. What I love, computers, art, music, noise pieces, Jack in a Box, Japan, and Walgreens. This is when I originally came up with the idea for Lucina's Hallucinations. Or at least maybe I was working on some things that I had thought that I would eventually post. This is supposedly by Van Gogh. One can speak poetry just by arranging colors well. But yeah, just things that I saw throughout the day. And it also kind of became like a junk journal where I would put like, let's see, Spider-Man Homecoming. And then this is a picture of a house that I saw that day. So this is really interesting. Around the time that I had seen the movie Brain on Fire, which I really related to. I'm kind of curious what this is. So this is like a get well soon card that I was like writing. And I guess I went to the doctor this day, and this is something that she told me. If we took your brain and turned it inside out on a blank canvas, it would be full of splatters and colors and traffic and words. And the next time I saw you, it was just like an empty shell of you. So what she was describing was like during my psychosis, it was just craziness. And then when I was medicated, it was like I was an empty shell. And then she expressed like seeing me again and how it was like she was seeing glimpses of color coming back. I think this is a drawing here. I should draw mountains. I think I was just drawing my dream house. This is eerily similar to like what my house looks like now. So yeah, I just think this page is really important because it also shows my love for possums was back. This brings us to October, everything I did then. More daily doodles, very cute duck and octopus. More daily doodles, things like that I was eating, the ways I did my hair. This is a self-portrait. This is a daffodil. This looks like a pig weighing itself. Not sure what that means. A flower petal, apparently, even though this looks like a rose. This is very interesting. For that week in October 2017, and it was in the high 50s, and it's crazy because lately the weather here has been like the high 60s to 70s. and we're in December. What I did in November, some more doodles in November, some more junk from more doodles, very cute, wanting to make my license plate Weema, also playing Animal Crossing nonstop, so nothing has really changed at all. These are probably some glasses that I wanted, I'm guessing. This is something I remember my brother telling his dog, go find a new family, I'll meet you in the Andes. Don't remember why, but I remember him saying that. It looks like stopped using this again. Oh, I did. I would use it like every now and then. I'm not sure. But this would have been like the time in 2018 when I was using my actual, did a tour of this one. So I was actually like drawing too. Some hands, some more doodles in 2018 already. This is from that movie. Did anyone figure out what that movie is from my last sketchbook tour? If you say I can't, you're done. But if you say I'll try, you've just began. If you are what you do, then when you don't, you aren't. Wow, that's deep. But yeah, just more to-dos and things I saw that day. Cute little leaves and stuff. Very pretty. Some more junk. I really liked this color, so that's why I kept that. Very cute doodles. Some more doodles. I like this one. Hungry for McDonald's and attention. I like this quote. It says, absence sharpens love, but presence strengthens it. I think this was like a card that I got for someone's anniversary. They're pancakes. Strawberry, looks like. Yeah, I think so. Probably was on the stick. I think I wanted to make this into like a junk journal, but didn't really keep up with it by the end of it. This is what you learn in cognitive behavioral therapy, that your thoughts, your emotions, your sensations, and your behaviors are all connected. And if you stop it at any point here, like stop the cycle and control one of them, then it will affect everything. So I don't know who needed to hear that. 2018. And this was just like my little travel journal for when I went to Michigan and Chicago. So these are some flowers and leaves and things. So these are all like very personal too, but I would just doodle one thing. But there are some noteworthy doodles here. Winnie the Pooh. I really don't want to go through all of these. Some of these, like the cute ones, they're on my Instagram. And again, these are just like kind of personal daily journals. This is kind of funny. This is a little angel butt. This is the ice cream sign that said, I'd melt without you. But yeah, I don't really feel interested in looking through all of these. But this was like the summer 2018. And I guess like I planned on continuing this as like a travel journal, but never really. This is a souvenir. So this would have been my the end of 2018. So this is where my ideas for writing down what I planned, what I watched, what I ate, what I drank, what I pinned, where I'm going, what I'm loving, and what I'm celebrating. I've been doing this almost every month since 2018 apparently. And then I'd write the top 3 songs that I liked. So I just thought it'd be interesting to go back and look on this. A lot of these pages are missing because I used them over again for different planners, but it's fun to see like what I was doing, the songs I was listening to. My goals for that time was eating keto pancakes. Look up these songs. You could see I was in sad boy era. Look, this was a nail art that I had. Very cute. But yeah, this looks like just like the monthly highlights here. It's interesting to see what I was focused on during that time in my life. Being happy. This is where I would like actually plan out my days. This looks like another morning and night routine. This is cute. For January. I was really into learning Polish at this time. This would have been like beginning of 2019 too then. Wait, this has 2020 in it. Now I'm wondering what year this would be. Yeah, this is 20. This would have been pre-pandemic days. I was listening to that song Deathbed that went viral on TikTok. This is really pretty. I kind of want to take this out and cut it up and put it somewhere. So apparently I continued to use this throughout March and April, which would have been the beginning of the pandemic. And then I stopped using it at some point. This will be the best time of our lives. It truly was though. But yeah, most of it is empty. I just would use this for like times when I was on the phone. It's kind of sad that I didn't end up using this one because it's so cute. You'll get there. Oh, this is funny. By the end of this time, I was planning on moving to Phoenix, but I never, like, obviously that never happened. This is really nice though. Like, this would be nice to use again as just like a monthly template. That's what I love about these happy planners, is you could just go like that. I thought I had another happy planner. Oh, I do. I'm missing. We skipped a whole year? Yeah, we went from like 2018 to 2020, which makes no sense. So this is the in-between for that. So that's what happened. I think I just preferred this cover, and I ended up buying this one for 2020 and just putting it in here because I liked how this one looked. I cut out all the junk to-do list, and this is like my 2019, and this is my 20. So I don't know what this would be. I guess it is 2019. I don't think I used these ones though. For like, look, yeah, these are all like messed up. It's because I would reuse a lot of these pages in another planner that you'll see later. This is my vision board. So this is one of my favorite vision boards that I ever made. It's because it's so pretty, and I ended up like actually printing out and cutting out pictures, putting them all together into collage, and then Mod Podging it onto cardboard, and then stapling it. But yeah, I just think it's really cute. And then there's a whole backside too, which includes a whole bunch of memes. Some of my favorite things. This is the actual picture of a quote from a fortune cookie that changed my life. So yeah, I'm kind of done with these happy planners. This was July 2019, I guess. And then I know that there's pictures in here. This is kind of where I would jot down what happened that day, draw something. There's a bee here. This is when I was drawing myself. This must have been like, yeah, this was October, so I was drawing Peachtober. So this is kind of cute where I'm drawing miniature drawings of what I did for Peachtober. More drawings. Drawings from Peachtober. And then, of course, when Peachtober is over, you forget that drawing is important. 2020, this was supposed to be like our front yard. There's a lot of drawings in here, but not too many of them are memorable. This is me. This is Rufus. So there's a lot of like wedding stuff going on here. As you can see, we were planning for my brother's wedding. Oh, this is a bee. I don't know if you noticed, Rufus was humming a wedding march. There's an episode like that. Not sure if this is supposed to be me. Kind of looks like it. Another one of those little what the world needs, what you can get paid for, and a turtle with attached to a balloon. Some more like uneventful drawings, but March 2020 was the time of Animal Crossing, We Bare Bears, Zoom. When the world fell apart, we're all on Zoom playing more video games. And then April of 2020 is when I got my Switch, so I actually started playing Animal Crossing. And I'm not sure if I ever, oh wait, no, I drew in here again. I drew my dream, I guess, engagement ring, and it's kind of funny because my engagement ring does kind of look like that. Like, it's not the same like shape, but it does have like these swirlies here. It's not as like vine looking or leaf looking, but same idea. Okay, so that was beginning of 2020. This was my actual planner for that time. Another kind of like vision board. These are really interesting, like feelings that you have and like what they're trying to show you. Words in Polish, little like self-care reminders, and reminding that looking backward is only for time travelers. So I think this is interesting. I made another vision board, I guess, for 2020. I'd put all the things that like I wanted to do. I had so many ideas, but COVID. And so this is where I started actually like drawing how I felt every month. So the idea of this one was supposed to be like a mental exercise where you draw how you feel now and then you draw where you want to be. It's kind of sad that I never finished the future drawing because it'd be interesting to see because the future is now. Yeah, this, I think a lot of people were feeling like this March 2020. So I think that's actually when I started using this planner, was in March of 2020. April, I was using Animal Crossing a lot. Some songs I liked, and then again, that planning, watching, eating, drinking, loving, feeling, listening to. This is supposed to be me as a Animal Crossing character, obviously. That's like actually how I looked during the pandemic. So yeah, I'd actually like plan out my days in here, and then at the end of the month, I'd draw myself drawing, more songs, more things I liked. I think this is kind of cute. It was supposed to be like me and my sister as a mouse. Like I'm the teacup and she's the mouse. I don't know what it even means. I have no idea what this means, but this little person, he's saying, "Hello and welcome to my new podcast. Today we will be talking about the sustainability of undersea barnacles. How interesting, Henry. Do you have anything to add?" Henry? I don't know where that's from. Does anyone know where that's from? This is me in June. Looks like I'm real burnt out. In July, I got some new glasses, I think. So I was trying to depict that. This was like what was in my mind during that time. We see my ideal fantasy world is always at the top of my mind. Zoom IDs and schedules. I had to like remember, obscure reality, empty space, cute things. There was a piece missing, a little section for vines, unrealistic scenarios, old ideas that I never finished, and then MBTI and cognitive function facts, and the meaning of life is kind of, I don't know if it's like supposed to be ripped out or I don't know what. So yes, lots of things to do in September, October. Another little self-portrait for September 2020. Whole bunch of to-do lists. And then October, another little self-portrait. I think by November, I was kind of sick of this and I was trying to think like, okay, how do I actually want my next planner to look? It would make more sense if it was like in time instead of, this is so funny. This is exactly like what I want to do for this next year too, because I've been using a planner just like this. Here's me in November with luscious long hair. I ended up getting extensions. And this was kind of just like testing out like, okay, this is how I want my December spread to look, very cute. And I became obsessed with the idea of making my own spreads. So we finished out December looking like this. I have very big eyes, very short hair. I don't really know if I cut my hair at that point though. So this would have been March through the end of 2020. And during that same time, I was kind of using this one, very reminiscent of this one, kind of, where there's like different sections. This one's very personal too. So section 1 was mainly for like diary entries and brain dumps, like things that I had to do, because it has all this like line sections. And so I would just kind of reflect on the month or reflect on the week, think about my goals. And it was actually very helpful because it kind of helped me to keep things together every month. I thought this was inspirational. And again, room ideas, brain dumps, vision board ideas, a whole chunk of it unused, hoping one day I'll return. And then, yeah, this is summer 2020 habit trackers. And these are like the habit trackers that like I prefer, like having your habits on this side and the dates with the dates. So I can kind of see like, okay, I did this almost every day for like a week. Or like I did this less on the weekends. I don't know, just easier to see that way. This is like a food log, and apparently I was like checking if I was in ketosis, and I'd write down what I ate. August, sleep log, habits, more food log, and in red you see my ketones. Okay, I got cut off because my other phone ran out of storage. I should not have been filming in 4K that whole time. Waste of space. But these are some more habit trackers that obviously I continued for like the next few years. Not every month, but just like when I felt like, I don't know, in January you think you're gonna get your life together. The main thing is to keep maintaining the main thing. Anyways, I kept using this for like when I was on the phone with my boyfriend, I'd flip it over. I have a section just for him, and when I was on the phone with him, I would just like doodle and write things down that he would say, or like ideas that I get, or things I wanted to tell him. But yeah, I really like this notebook. It just has a lot of weird feelings in here, and like, I don't know, like the feeling that I have to be productive and figure things out, and which could be like really helpful sometimes. But I also was going to use it as like a daily doodle journal too, just like I like the idea of different doodles, different days, things I ate, things I saw. Apparently I saw the Aurora Borealis in my front yard. Okay, well, I'm going to try to hurry this tour up because we're barely done with 2020. This thing is a monster in itself. Maybe this one deserves its own little video, because so I'd take a lot of pages from here and kind of like make my own spreads, but it'd be interesting to just look at the monthly doodles, the progression. Okay, let's do this in order. January, just monthly doodle. February's monthly doodle. March. April, me and my sister. This was May. This was June. July. So what I liked about these ones is like I kind of made a theme for all of them. I made a vision board every month. I made a monthly spread. There were so many stickers and things. These were so much fun, but it was a different time. Snail me, of course. Hold on a second. Hello, my love? Hi, I'm filming a video. Yeah, all my footage almost got lost. Oh no, not because of you, but because I ran out of space. Okay, so I only have 45 minutes worth of storage on this phone. At least it tells me. Apparently, I was going through something in September. But yeah, since the 2020, I would draw myself and write my favorite songs and what I was up to. But yeah, there's just too much to go through in here. November looks like on fire, maybe. December, everything was looking up at this point. I think this is like the point in my life where I had like moved out and I decided if I wanted to be happy, I would be happy. But then realizing when you move out, things just... I didn't even make a vision board for this one. Yeah, by December, I think I had moved out already. But before moving out, I had a lot of time on my hands to fill up this book, and this is one of my favorites. And I would love to like go through my vision boards in depth one day, but another time. Okay, 21. No, that was 2021. This is 2022. Reminding myself it's okay not to do all the things in the planners. This has a lot of personal information on it. So, like, I would actually use this. I liked how it had these habits and, like, this weekly recap, but I just didn't like how the week was set up. This is, like, a journal entry. And this is me getting punched in the face by, like, a whole bunch of things. Sickness and death and a whole bunch of scary things. But yeah, I liked how it had, like, things that you can do for, like, self-care. This is my February doodle. Again, things are on fire, but things are fine. March 22, just me and my dog driving to town, living our best life. And then came April. By this time, I had met my now husband, and I was in love with him. Me not wanting to grow up. Again, me walking my little dog. Experienced my first vertigo episode. Not first, but like first serious one, I think. August was like me looking at myself in the Zoom camera and being like, oh my goodness, I need to cut my bangs. My forehead is huge. This was like my trains of thought in September. October, madly in love by this time. My eyes were actual heart eye emojis. November, my heart is melting. And then December, writing in red, writing love song lyrics. I don't know if there's anything else to note in here. There weren't many doodles. But yeah, I just like the idea of capping off my month, talking about what I liked, drawing myself, and that's 22. So now we're all the way to 23. This was one of my favorite ones. It's just like so big that my camera fell off its little holder here. Okay. Guys, move out of the way. But yeah, this was originally made for 22, but I got it on clearance. But I wrote down like my goals, some cute things. We'll just look at the doodles. January. This is when my husband first asked me out and my heart exploded. February, I got sick. I had some kind of virus. March is when we had officially started dating at the end of March. This is something that he had said. This is definitely a forever thing or forever feeling. I don't know. And again, still writing down what I'm doing, and then my favorite quote. And that's what most of these are, just drawings and quotes. This is me planning my wedding dress, kind of reminiscent of that picture from 10 years ago. This was when we were actually engaged and I was planning our big fat Roma Mexican wedding. So there was no picture of that, but that was the mood. June, there were tears, but happy ones. July doesn't have do list, so July was obviously very busy. My husband was moving at that time. Oh, this is August, when I was feeling like a total bridezilla. September was a hard month, apparently. October was very stressed out. I was like, I need to plan my whole wedding in a month. November, time of my life, we got married. And the reminder to soak it all in. This was our little family. Me, my husband, and our cat. And then I actually used this as, I wish I would have used it the whole time, was to draw every day. I loved how these habits were stacked out. And I really kind of want to get a planner like this again because it was really nice where it would have all the dates here. The only thing is I had to change all the dates because this is 22. And then it'd have like a to-do list for each day. And I really like that. And then I'd use this to write like random stuff. So I'm wondering if I can get like the same ideas down from what I liked in this one. I was gonna show this one because there's a lot of doodles in this one. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna show this one because it's gonna be really hard to censor out the private things, but maybe you just want to see these cats. And because I would do more like journal entries in these ones. Started drawing it in sometime in 22. This is when I met my husband. These are some alpacas. And yeah, I would just try to like draw every day, journal, and like do a to-do list. But a lot of it is very personal, so I don't think I'm going to actually show this one. And that brings us to 24. This journal is the same brand as this one. And it's kind of funny because in this one, I did the same thing where I used a happy planner and took out, I kind of just put it in here for a pocket. I did the same thing for this one. I have all my video ideas and things that I want to like carry over to my next planner, stickers and things. I have this like mini planner that's very cute. I just don't use it. It has this habit tracker, and if you look, it looks like I've only washed my hair like a dozen times this year, but I used to keep track of that. But obviously not much anymore. So this is exciting. I finally get to take off this thing, and I kind of would use this as like to track my habits. I've done it before, but obviously I didn't stick with it for more than a week. And then I tried again in September. But maybe 2025 will be the year. I thought I would keep up with my drawing every day. But again, it only lasted for about the first week of January. And I think I was still trying to figure out how to even plan my life being newly married. This is January, feeling very busy and wondering, is this how the rest of the year will go? Is this how the rest of my life will go? Am I a squirrel or am I a cat? But yeah, I'm pretty proud that at least I kept up with the monthly mood doodles. Tried drawing in February. We got sick. This is me and my husband as pigs with our cat in bed. Tissues, tea, very cozy but sick vibes. I mean, you could see like I hardly even use this as a planner, just randomly to write my to-do list. Feeding the weight of the world. Am I doing this adulting thing right? Apparently dealing with dizziness. And sometime in April, I was like, what if I just go back to like drawing each day here? And I started to, but then I didn't. This is the mood for April. 2 beans. In May, I kind of kept up with it, drawing every day. Not really. And then I was like, I should just be journaling and doodling daily and go back to using this as a to-do list. By the middle of the year, I still didn't know what I was doing. This is one of my favorites. This was in June. There was a lot of swimming. So that's me and my husband swimming in the pool. So again, just using this as a planner. And then this is my little family. So in July, we were getting ready to move. And this is how my life felt. Just boxes and a tornado. Well, between July and August, like within a month span, we moved 3 times. So it was the craziest times of my life. And we eventually found a place, but it had a broken mirror. And this is how I felt. Just extremely exhausted. September, I started making a lot of lists again. It says all these lists and pictures will help me not to forget who I am. And you see just like my diaries and things. And I think this is when I like had the idea of like making a YouTube video like this. But the reminder, but could you remember to just live your life? In October, I thought I was going to be able to draw every day. Only lasted a week. But I also had some cute stickers to remind me of the day. October was Peachtober time, so I found my purpose again in scribbling. November went by way too fast. Again, had the idea of like doing like half junk journal, half drawing. Didn't really work out. Was very busy. This is where I was trying to like plan my ideal life. I used to use this like to track every day, like as a bookmark, but also I had this little paper so I could like cross out the things I needed to do every day. November was camping time, so this is me and my husband as marshmallows. And that leads us to where we are now, December. Maybe I'll include like a little picture right here of what I end up drawing for December, because I usually like to do that at the end of the month. But I'm kind of wondering what my next journals will look like. I wanted to show this one because this is one of those happy planners. I love this one. I originally got it for my husband for 2024, but we were going to use it like as a expenses tracker, and I kind of like the idea of still using like these. I could just cross out the dates, but it made more sense when my husband was getting paid like daily, that we could write down what he was getting paid daily. So I'm really sad I didn't use this one in 2024, but I'm hoping that maybe something will become of it. And when did the sun get here? This is a life journal, but it's also like a planner. I have no idea what it's going to become, really. but you put like your goals for each month. It has like this kind of monthly planner. I thought it would be good for doodling because there's no really like dates or anything. And just talking about your goals and how the month worked out. I thought it'd be good for like a review and planning my dream life, because I decided this year is going to be the year that it's the best year ever. So I've had this for probably way too long now, but I'm finally going to use it this year. And I really like how I get to put in my own dates. So if there is a month where I don't get to plan, it's not like a whole month wasted. But who knows if I'll actually keep up with it. I don't really like how these ones are set up again, but I like how it has like an overview for the week. Wish I could like have the time to go back to bullet journaling. I don't know. Maybe this would just become like a to-do list kind of, and not really like a dated calendar. This one will be more for like drawing and stuff, but I've had this one too for a very long time, like I want to say like 21 or 22, and I've just been waiting for the perfect year to use it. And so maybe this time next year I'll be reviewing what I actually did for 2020.